Most people think they can't grow taller after 18, but that's simply not true. I was stuck at 5'7" for years. Then suddenly, within just 1 year, I reached 5'11", and with boots, I literally hit 6 feet. I've watched every height growth video on YouTube. 99% of them are useless. But that remaining 1%, the ones nobody really talks about, those are the ones that completely changed my height. And here's the crazy part. There's one factor, just one, that made the biggest difference for me. Most people ignore it, and it's the reason they never grow, even if they do everything else right. So stay till the very end, because once you understand this final key, everything about height growth will suddenly make sense, and you'll see exactly what you've been missing. Let's begin. Before I show you the exact exercises and routines I used, you need to understand one simple truth. Your growth plates don't magically close the day you turn 18. For many people, they stay partially open until 21, sometimes even until 25. The real problem isn't that your body can't grow. The real problem is that your lifestyle makes your body stop growing early. And that's exactly why the first method I used worked so well. There's one type of movement most people completely ignore, even though it's scientifically the most powerful for height. Explosive movement. Basketball, volleyball, sprinting, anything that mixes jumping, stretching, and sudden force. These movements send a strong signal to your body. Your bones need to get longer. In countries like Serbia and China, kids grow up playing these sports every single day, and their average height proves it. Here's what I did. 3 sessions a week, 30 to 60 minutes. But explosive movement alone isn't enough. And this is where most people mess up, because the next thing I'm about to show you is what truly stretched and lengthened my spine and legs. You've probably heard of the Maasai tribe in Africa, famous for being extremely tall and having some of the highest vertical jumps in the world. There's one exercise they do that completely transformed my lower legs. Maasai jumps. Simple, powerful, brutal. These repetitive jumps create tiny micro stresses in your shin bones. Not injuries, just small enough to trigger your body to rebuild your bones stronger, thicker, and slightly longer. I did 10 sets of 100 jumps, 5 days a week. And yes, this was the first time I actually felt my legs changing. But stretching the bones is only half the story, because what comes next is the technique that instantly made me look taller. Here's something nobody tells you about height. If your spine is compressed, you can lose 2 to 3 inches without realizing it. Sitting, phones, bad posture, they literally shrink you. So I started doing 3 things every single day. 1. Hanging 2 sets of 30 seconds. It decompresses your spine and lets it return to its natural length. 2. Sky reaches. 15 reps, reaching as high as possible. This opens your rib cage and lengthens your upper body. 3. Toe touches. This loosens your hamstrings, because tight hamstrings mean a compressed lower back. After 2 weeks, I didn't just look taller, I measured taller. But there was still one problem. Everything you do during the day doesn't matter if you're ignoring what happens at night, because height growth doesn't happen when you train. It doesn't happen when you stretch. It happens when you sleep. During deep sleep, during growth hormone peaks, I started sleeping 8 to 9 hours and avoiding my phone 1 hour before bed. That alone boosted my growth hormone dramatically. Then I added one final key, and that's when everything changed. All the exercises in the world won't help if your body doesn't have the raw materials needed to build bone. When I fixed this, my growth accelerated faster than anything else I tried. Here's the formula. Protein, 1.5 grams per kilogram of body weight. This builds bone tissue, not just muscle. Calcium, milk, yogurt, cheese, leafy greens. Your bones use calcium to get denser and harder. Vitamin D, because calcium is useless if you can't absorb it. Zinc, your bone-building manager. It controls your growth speed. Once I added these consistently, that's when I noticed the biggest jump in height. And yes, one last technique helped me stimulate my growth plates: skipping rope. 5 to 10 minutes daily. It activates your legs, strengthens your joints, and keeps your growth plates fired up. If this video helped you understand your real height potential, drop a quick comment and tell me which part surprised you the most. Your feedback helps me make even better guides for you. And if you want faster results, don't miss these 2 videos. They'll push your height potential even further.